Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this tutorial, we're going to see how to design this page over here using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So the main highlight of this page is this menu icon, and if I click on that, we have these menu items displayed over here. And we also have hover effects for each of these. And this is also completely responsive. So if we take a look at the smaller version, this is how it looks. We're going to design this using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Now in this first video, we're going to see how to design this hero section. And in the next video, we will design this nav menu section and also the animations. So let's get started. Alright, so here I created this folder called animated menu and I just opened it with VS Code. Now let's create a new file called index.html. Let's create one more file called style.css and one more file called main.js. Let's link all of these inside our HTML file. So here just type exclamation and press tab. And we can see that we have this boilerplate code. And here let's link our CSS file and let's link the JavaScript file over here. And now let's start with the markup. So the first thing we will do is we'll create a main tag. And in this, first of all, we need to have this text. So let's create a paragraph tag for that. And let's also add a class. Let's give it a class of eyebrow. So here I'll just go ahead and copy this text and paste it over here. Now let's create an h1 for the heading. And in this we have these two text. I'll just copy this. And here we also need to have a line tag because we want tomorrow to be on the next line. Now let's open this in our browser and let's see how it looks. So I have this extension called Live Server installed in VS Code. So once you have this installed, you can just go ahead and right click on the HTML file and click on Open with Live Server. So here we can see our design is displayed in the browser. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to create this paragraph. So let's copy this. And below the h1, let's create a p tag and paste the text. And below that we have some divs. So I'll just simply create a div with a class of grid preview. You can add anything over here later, but for now I'll just add some divs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divs over here. So we have 6 divs created. And then lastly we have this button on the right side for the menu. So let's go outside the main tag and let's create a button. Now in this button we need to have these 3 lines, and when I click on this button we need to have this animation where it changes into a close icon. So for that we will use spans. So just create 3 spans over here, and let's give it an ID of menu toggle so that we can target it in the JavaScript. And I think that's basically it with the HTML. So here we can see all the content is being displayed. Now let's go ahead and start with the styling. So let's go to the style.css file, and the first thing we will do is we'll target all the elements. So let's type asterisk, asterisk, colon, colon before, and asterisk, colon, colon after. So we'll select all the elements of the website, and here let's type box sizing, border box, for having the correct height and width for all the elements. Let's also reset the margin and the padding. So this is how it looks. Now let's target the body, and first of all let's add the font family. So we're going to use a font called DM Sans. So this is the DM Sans font, and the next font we're going to use is called Bebas New. So let's go to fonts.google.com and let's get the links of these fonts. Alright, so here I'm in fonts.google.com and let's search for DM Sans. Let's click on Get Font, and let's go back. Let's select one more font called Bebas New, and let's click on Get Font. Now if you click on Get Embed Code, we have this code right here. So I'll just copy this from here. Let's go to our HTML and paste it inside the head section. Alright, now let's go back to our CSS, and for adding the font, we're going to use a variable. So let's create a variable inside root. Let's create a variable called font body. Let's set it to DM Sans and sans serif. Let's create one more variable called font display. Let's set it to Bebas New and sans serif. Alright, now here in the body, let's set the font family to var font body. So now we can see we have the font applied over here inside our design. Now let's go back and let's create a background color. Let's set it to F2 F1 EE. And let's set the color of all the text to 1A, 1A, 1F. Now let's target the main tag. So inside the main tag, we have all the other elements. So let's go ahead and type main. Let's set the minimum height to 100 viewport height. Let's set the display to flex direction to column, and justify content to the center and align items to the center. So now we can see all the content is in the center. Let's add some padding. So let's type padding of 2 rem, and let's also text align everything to the center. Right now let's target the eyebrow, and let's add some styles to this. So let's type eyebrow, and we have this class of eyebrow, and here let's set the font size to 0.7 rem. Let's set the letter spacing to 0.25 em. Let's set the text transform to uppercase, and let's set the color of the text to 888, and let's add a margin bottom of 1.5 rem, and let's set the font weight to 500. So this is our eyebrow text. Now let's target this h1. So let's type main h1, and let's set the font family to var font display, and let's set the font size to clamp. So we will have it from 4 rem to 14 viewport width to 12 rem. So this will stay between these values. And now if you go back here, we can see this is the font size, and if I decrease the width of the browser window, this is how the font size changes. So let's go back, and the next thing we will do is we will set the line height to 0.9. Let's set the letter spacing to negative 0.01 em, and let's type margin bottom of 2 rem. Right now for the second line, we need to have a different styling. So for that, let's go back and let's go to the HTML file, and here for tomorrow, let's add this inside a span so that we can style it differently. So let's type span. Let's add this text inside the span, and now let's go to our style.css file, and let's target the span. So let's type main h1 span, and let's set the text stroke to 2 pixels, and let's add the color to 1A, 1A, 1F, and let's set the color of the text to transparent. So this is how it looks. Right now let's target this paragraph. So let's type main p. Let's add a max width of 38 ch. Now ch is basically 38 characters, and then let's go ahead and set the font size to 1 rem. Let's type line height. Let's set it to 1.7. Let's set the color of the text to 666, and let's add a margin bottom of 3 rem. So this is how it looks. Right now we need to create these divs. So we have this division with the class of grid preview. So let's target that. I'll just type dot grid preview. Let's set the display to grid. Let's type grid template columns. Repeat 4 1FR, so it will have 4 columns with the same width, and let's add a gap of 0.75 rem. Let's set the width to 100%, and let's add a max width of 900 pixels. Let's set the opacity to 0.4. Right now let's target all the divs inside the grid preview. So let's type grid preview div. Let's set the height to 100 pixels, and let's set the border radius to 12 pixels. Let's add a background color of D8, D7, D4. So now we can see we have these grid items, and now we need to set the third and the fifth element to span 2 columns. So let's target them. Let's type grid preview div nth child. Let's type 3 over here, and let's also type grid preview div nth child 5. And for these 2 divs, let's set the grid column to span 2. Now we can see that these 2 grids span 2 columns. Alright, so now the last thing we need to do is create this menu button. So let's go back, and if you go to the HTML file, here we can see we have this button with an ID of menu toggle. So let's type hash menu toggle, and let's set the position to fixed. Let's set the top position to 1.75 rem, Let's also set the right position to 1.75 rem. Let's add a z index of 100 so that it's above all the other elements. Let's set the width to 3.25 rem and also the height to 3.25 rem. Let's also set the border radius to 50% so that we have round shape. Let's add a background color of 1A, 1A, 1F. Let's remove the border and let's set the cursor to pointer. Let's tap display of flex, flex direction to column, and align items to the center, justify content to the center. And let's also add a gap of 5 pixels. This is for these lines inside the button. And let's also add a box shadow. So let's tap box shadow. Let's set it to 0, 4 pixels, 24 pixels, RGBA 0, 0, 0, and 0.2. And now when we hover over this, we need to change the color to a different color, and we also need to increase the scale a little bit. So here I'll just create a transition, and let's tap background. Let's set it to 0.3 seconds, and for transform, let's set it to 0.3 seconds. Now for the hover color, let's create a variable. So let's go to the top, and here let's create a new variable called accent, and let's set the color to FF3B00. Right now let's use the color right here in the hover. So let's tap hash menu toggle :hover. Let's tap background. Let's set it to var accent, and let's also tap transform scale of 1.06. So now if you hover over this, we can see that we have this hover effect. Right now let's add the lines inside this button. So if you go back to our HTML, here we can see we have these 3 spans. So let's target them. I'll just tap hash menu toggle span. Let's set the display to block, width of 1.35 rem and a height of 2 pixels. Let's set the background color to white, and let's tap border radius of 2 pixels. So now we can see we have these 3 lines over here for this menu button. So with that, we have completed designing the hero section of our website. Now in the next video, we will design this menu section and also add the animations and also the functionality of this menu button. So we'll do all of that in the next video. So that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.
We'll be right back.